Okay, so I'm just going to demo the uh, baoz payroll system. It's free. It's being given away for free by us in baoz. Okay, so I'll just walk you through how it works. So and try to imagine how baoz currently works. So baoz has a commissary plus a food truck. Uh, some people or staff that are working in the commissary uh, goes to the commissary and but the staffs that are working on the food truck don't need to go to the commissary because we just bring the food truck in the Tagbilaran night market or Tagbilaran night food park. Then we just let them go time in there. So the current process of timing in is using on an online form. So they just choose their name, then they have to specify whether it's a start shift or end shift. Then they submit the time. So the default time is added already. Things like that. Then they just click submit. Now, when that is submitted, it will appear in the shift logs as something like this. Then you will notice there's a discrepancy or problem in their time in or time out if the created at has a big difference between the entry at. Okay, entry at is their submitted form. Created at is their actual time that the log has been submitted or created. Okay, so that's just it in terms of how we are currently timing in timeout. But you can actually put here also the if you're using biometrics, um, though we are not using biometrics, you can just put the biometric data here and format it correctly with these columns. Then it will record it. I will walk you through the process, but that's basically how we get the data in right now in our shift logs. Um, yeah. So I'll just walk you through first what are these columns. Um, uh, yes. So personnels is just a way for us to know the name of the staff. So something like that. Then their personal ID. Ideally, it's unique ID. Then you will see what are the connected shift logs or shift summaries to them. What are their expected time in, expected time out, and what are their daily rate. So something like that. So we are currently giving them 450 per day of an 8-hour work. Yeah, there are some overrides here also if you are giving them like 1 hour lunch break. Then shift logs, as one thing you would notice, it's already confirmed. Some of them have already been confirmed. um, yeah, so we will ideally confirming them are done on a daily basis. So what happens is that if you tap confirm on them, assuming the data looks correct, it will create a shift summary data, which will look like something like this. Okay, so let's see what it would look like. So some people are working starting at 6 p.m. So this is in the food truck, PP Mau Mau, things like that. So let me just sort this correctly. Shift at is sorted ascending. So as you can see, the shift summary is currently until February 22. We're trying to compute the pay date for or pay schedule for March 1 or the end of the month. The shift schedules or cutoff date is around from February 11 to February 25. And yes, so we give ourselves at least minimum of 5 days to compute the payroll. So that's what we will do now. Okay, so let's look at it. PP start shift, you just need to confirm it. Then it has created it. But one thing you would notice is that PP's new data for February 24 doesn't have a timeout yet, but it has created a time in. So the salary has not been computed yet. we are going to tap the next one, our PP's end shift for 24. So this is like 6 p.m. But PP's shift ends at around 2 a.m. So I will confirm that. So as you can see, the shift summary is the same ID. Now, one thing you would notice is that the timeout has been added. Hours of work, overtime hours has been added also. So the total pay has been computed, and a breakdown of regular pay, overtime pay, night shift differential for that day. And the expected payout is around March 1 for this. So we pay them twice a month. Yeah, so let's just confirm all the shift logs. So let's say Mau Mau, same schedule, log out. So Mau Mau left earlier than PP. Don't mind that. It's I don't know what's wrong with C table. So, but you can see it's also computed now that they actually worked less and overtime pay, but regular pay has been deducted automatically relative to the work. Yes, so that's it. But they still get night shift differential because of any work after 10 p.m. Okay, so wait, let's finish this first. Okay. So let's just confirm them all. Don't rush them. Let it finish. Ideally, you do this on a daily basis because you are more fresh in the information of like, hey, did they actually do this correct time in, time out yesterday? Then, let's see the shift summaries. So it's there. Okay, so as you can see, PP Mau Mau and Bao Bao have already been logged correctly to work on those days. Then, on the shift summaries, one thing you would notice is that there are issues that are being flagged. So this means is that it's possible for the employees or the staffs that they did not time in or time out correctly. So one easy way to fix it is to resolve it, that to add default time. But that's the current policy of baoz, which might not be a good policy. So we kind of informed our staff, hey, if you did not time in or time out, we may be acknowledging that you did work on that day, but without the proper time in, time out, we will assume that you were late by an hour or you left earlier by an hour. So if let's say wala silang time in, we will flag it as they were late for an hour. But if they did not time out, then we will flag it that they left earlier than expected. So, but right now, it's our default assumption is their default schedule. Okay. Because it's unfair. Wala kaming proof kung ano talaga yung work time nila nag-submit sila. So, for now, one easy solution is just to flag it resolved. And it will automatically add the appropriate log. So, currently, titingnan nyo, this is currently just start shift. But if you click resolve, it will add automatically a timeout and shift. Then you can compute, hindi pa computed yung salary niya. Oh, yeah. Then just recompute. Same thing, let's resolve and recompute. Okay, same rin na issue dito. Resolve. Okay, so that's for now. We were just giving them a default time in, time out. Okay, so everything should be in order. Oops, what's that? Hindi pa na-compute. Okay, let's recompute that. So ideally, hindi nagbabago yung even if you press recompute several times, hindi magbabago yung ano, yung salary or total pay. So, okay. What does incomplete logs mean? Because it's possible to log multiple time in time outs in the baoz payroll system. Let's say like lunch break yung employee, you can require them that, or possible like double shift sila because absent yung isang employee but they just came back after 3 hours. That can be recorded, so you can determine that correctly and verify the data, the information there. Okay. So, after that has been done, so kompleto na yung shift summaries, you can also add adjustments here. Let's say if just for that it's recorded correctly. Let's say Mau Mau got a deduction of 150 pesos because the phone holder has been destroyed or broken. Then my sales discrepancy, let's say last February 25, so you have to deduct them from their salary. Automatic na it will automatically be detected and applied to the accurate pay date. So now let's finalize the pay date. You just have to determine what pay date is that. So that's like a March 1, then compute. Oops. Okay. Don't mind the error here. Oh, it's already fixed. Okay. So now the personal pay dates have been added. This is for March 1 and their total pay, etc. adjustments have been added. Then you can generate their pay slips so that let's say hindi pa naman March 1, um, you can already tell them, hey, this is what you're going to receive. You can complain if there are issues. So let's generate a pay slip for them. So you can see also the linking of the adjustment amounts. Okay. Now the payslip has been generated. So meron ng PDF. You can actually start reviewing them. So for example, ito, the one with adjustments. Okay. Then you can review the time in, time out, regular work hours, etc. Total pay. And that's just it. Okay, so yeah, that's the basic of it for now. We can just discuss in comments, etc. kung if there are issues. Yeah. Anyway, just comment in if there are things that you want to clarify. For adjustments or things to like modify this for yourself, there are scripts here that you can adjust. If you don't know how to code JavaScript, I'm sure there are a lot of IT or computer science students or programmers out there that can just simply adjust this for you for a very minimal fee. Okay, not all of them would be so generous to give away softwares like this for free and their time, but yeah, I am just saying let's value their time also, so just compensate them for adjusting this for you. I mean, you're using it for business, which will save you time and money. And we were able to do this much amount of recording for just less than 30 minutes and for 3 staff na payroll. And yeah, it will save you more time in the future anyway. That's just it. So yes, please join us in the Bea meetups and Bohol Entrepreneurs Anonymous. It's a twice a month na meetup for sharing and networking among entrepreneurs in Bohol. So yeah, join us in the Facebook group so that you will know when and where are the scheduled meetups. That's just it. And yeah, just let me know if you have any concerns.